Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Catherine and I make book, lifestyle and language related videos, and today I would like to talk about books that will self-destruct in 12 months. So what it is basically when you choose 10 to 12 books that will self-destruct in 12 months, and if you haven't read them by the time that 12 months is up, you just unhaul them. But since I don't have any of these books in physical format, I have them as ebooks or audiobooks, and I've had them on my TBR shelf on Goodreads forever. I will just delete them from there if I don't read them, because if I don't read them in these 12 months, I will probably never ever read them. And I understand that it doesn't take any space on my physical shelves to have them in my Goodreads, but why should I keep books there that I just don't want to read? And yeah, we will see. So without further ado, let's get started. The first book that will self-destruct in 12 months is Free to Fall by Lauren Miller. So actually this book has a very interesting story. It's basically a dystopian where in this world there is this app that tells you everything that you should do, and like what coffee you should drink, what boy or girl you should date, and it makes all of the choices for you and you don't have to make any decisions. And then our main character, she gets into this boarding school, and I think things start to happen there, and she kind of decides to make her own choices and what will happen if she does that. And I think that should be very, very interesting. So I'm actually quite excited about this book, but we will see. I've had this book on my TBR since 2014, and I have that as ebook for a very long time now, and I still haven't picked it up, so we will see if that happens. The next one is Serena by Janelle Patrick, and this is a historical fiction about Russian tsars, and basically the story surrounds Fabergé's egg, and there's magical things, paranormal things, and I am quite excited about this book, but the problem is I haven't found it online, so I don't know if I can find it online. But I've had this book for so long on my shelves, and I still haven't gone out there and looked for it, and I just don't know if I still want to read this. I love historical fiction, especially Russian historical fiction, and this one sounds really interesting, but the magical, the paranormal aspect doesn't appeal to me anymore. I am not a huge fan of magic and paranormal things in fiction and in life in general. But yeah, we will see if I can get this book and if I actually read it when I get it. The next one is Dune by Carrie Corp and Lori Langdon, and I've heard some good things about it. It is a story about Veronica, whose friend invites her to Scotland for summer, and I love books about travel, and Scotland feels like such a magical place. I've never been to Scotland, so I would love to travel there, at least through books. And yeah, I've heard some good things about it, as I said, and I am quite excited about this book, but I just never I never gravitate towards fantasy and mystery and magical things. So we will see if this book self-destructs, or I will actually end up reading it. I will probably make an update video in a year, and we will discuss what books I have read and what books I haven't read from this list. The next one is Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. I've had this one forever, for 5 or 6 years, basically ever since it came out, and I still haven't read it, and I've heard very mixed things about it, and I don't know, some people hate it, some people love it, so we will see if I end up reading it, because I've had this on my TBR for a very long time, and I've had it in my monthly TBRs a few times, and I still haven't read the book, so I don't know if it will ever happen. The next one is My Last Kiss by Bethany Neal, and basically this is a story about Cassidy, who dies, and there is just some weird things there. It also has magic and paranormal things, because she doesn't die fully, but she kind of she is kind of like lingering there and she grieves her dead body. But yeah, I don't know if I want to read this book. We will see if I end up reading it. I'm kind of very skeptical about it, to be honest. The next one is The Lucky Ones by Liz Lawson. This actually came out last year, but I have not seen anyone, literally anyone, read and talk about this book, so it's very underrated, and I don't know if I really want to read it because I don't know if people liked it or not, and the story is kind of, I just don't even know what the story is about. So yeah, and like right now I just feel so bad. It's like so hot that I actually had to stop filming and lay down in my bed because it's extremely hot and humid, and it's just like there's nothing, there's not air to breathe. And the next one is My True Love Gave to Me, which is a 12 holiday stories by different authors, and a lot of people have read this and a lot of people have talked about it, and I actually tried reading it last Christmas, but I kind of DNF'd it. I don't know, I couldn't get into it, but I will try getting into this holiday season, so we will see. We'll see. I don't know. The next one is A Little Something Different by Sandy Hall. Really, I just don't know anything about this book. I know that it's a romance and I think it's YA, so that's all I need to know. So yeah. The next one is Say What You Will by Kemi McGovern. And this is a story about Amy, who was born disabled and she has a lot of disabilities, and now she needs someone who will help her during her senior year of high school, and she meets Matthew, who has obsessive compulsive disorder, and they come together and I suppose they fall in love, and I love romance, I love contemporary, as you know. So yeah, I am kind of excited, but like, I don't know, it's been on my shelf forever, so that's why I included this in this list, and I never gravitated toward it, and I've never heard a lot of people talk about it either, so maybe that's why I didn't want to read it, and we'll see if I end up reading it in a year. I doubt it, but we'll see. And the final book, thank God it's the final book, because this is the last thing I want to do in this heat. It is Would Like to Meet by Rachel Winters. I've heard some mixed things about this book. This book actually came out last year, and as I said, some people like it, some people don't. I've not heard a lot about this book. So it's a story about Evie, who works at this agency, and the agency is in trouble if their biggest client, Ezra, doesn't finish his script for the movie. And I don't know, I want to read it, but I don't want to read it. I don't know. We will see what happens in 12 months. So there you have it. Those are the books that will self-destruct in 12 months if I don't read them. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. And I will see you very soon. Bye!